Hello Virgos, this is monthly spread for you for the month of October. I'm sorry that I kept you wait. And especially now I will be sorry that spread is looks a little bit difficult, and it's very difficult for me. So if you don't want to hear anything like that, please turn off this video. We'll start with the first house. Your attitude, your behavior. And we'll look at the 12th house in the first place. Here we are having Ace of Cups, like some blessing, your soul, your unconscious, subconscious mind, waiting for some blessing, ready to love, wanna be fulfilled, inspired, want to get blessing from the heaven. But this attitude is a little, it's quite wrong. It's quite wrong. It's one of the bad cards, let's say, in tarot deck, because as personal attitude, it's very damaging for yourself in the first place. And it's also self-esteem. So, of course, by Five of Swords, it can be personal aggression, that you are too aggressive, and it's damaging. You're not getting results that you want. Maybe you're trying to achieve something no matter what, or maybe you are giving up things when it's possible to fight. And as self-esteem, it can be or completely low self-esteem when you don't love yourself, and it's also very wrong, or you love yourself so much and think about yourself so good that you also making mistakes because of that. So this Five of Swords, it's card like that. Second house, Eight of Wands in reversed. It can be some payments are not coming this month. Maybe you expected few payments, but when it's in reverse, like they are getting late for some reason. And of course, Eight of Wands in reverse, it can symbolize when we are doing something wrong. Something is happening, but if you remember about, and if you will change your own attitude, probably you can avoid those difficulties. Third house, our way of thinking, communication with siblings, neighbors, short travels. And here, wonderful King of Wands. It's a strong man who likes to do things, who knows how to do them. He is a great manager. He is organizing things well. He has charisma, strong will. He knows how to say things. He's a leader, type of a leader. And as someone saying, third house, it's a theme that will dominate, like you will think mostly about it this month. King of Wands always symbolize business, organizing business. Maybe you're thinking a lot about something that has to do with your business, with your work. You want to make some changes. You're trying to think them through. So it's a good card, actually. It's a very good card. Sometimes King of Wands can get, because he's got a temper, yes, he can be really passionate person. Sometimes he can show his strong will. But for short travels, it's a great card, because you will be really well organized when it comes to where you should go, when, how, where you should stay, when you should stay, and all this stuff. So it's a great, he is well organized. Home and family, the Wheel of Fortune, here upright, but wheel is changing, and so fourth house also, how do we feel in this big and scary world? And when it's Wheel of Fortune, like maybe this month you feel that not all things are depend on you, like your life in the hands of destiny. Doesn't have to be in the bad way, but like there is some things that you can't control, because we can't stop the wheel of our life. Things are happening, changing, people coming and leaving, things happening. So when you're staying on the wheel and trying to hold there to keep the balance, it doesn't feel quite comfortable actually. Like things are changing. Maybe some of you Virgos changing place where you live, like moving, because it's wheel. It's like when we going somewhere on wheels. So maybe you're just moving somewhere, that's all. Fifth house, it's house of pleasures, games, kids, flirt, hobbies. Nine of Wands in reversed here. For me, it's like no matter what is happening, you are, even if you have this strange attitude, even if you are talking like King of Wands, with your kids you don't have this attitude, because Nine of Wands where we're not showing our power actually or because we can't show it there for some reason. We are too soft with the kids, but it's month like this. When it comes to hobby, maybe Nine of Wands in reverse, it's when we not going deep into something. Maybe you have a lot of things that you are interested in and jumping from one to another thing and not taking things seriously, not going deep into something. Like changing, switching your interest from one thing to another. And for flirt, it can be when we begin some relationships without thinking actually should we start them or not, like we are not have been waiting and thinking it through, we just did it. For me, this Nine of Wands, it's like this. Or maybe if you have been sitting too much at home and you are, or not particularly at home, but you haven't been dating so much, maybe in October you begin to date like crazy one. It can be also like this. Jumping in. Without thinking what do you want from all those dates. Sixth house. House of daily routine and health. Here we have Ace of Pentacles. It's a great possibility that you will have to begin something new. Like begin a new lifestyle. It can be just a chance, something simple, but you can change your daily routine, daily life for quite a long time from now on. But this chance, it can be very different and strange. As I told once, there was a person who smoked, and for years, this person had been smoking for years, and then he catched cold. And while he was sick, like for 2 or 3 days, he couldn't smoke because there was throat so bad, high fever and all this stuff. After that, when he felt better, he thought, why should I continue to smoke if I already quit it and didn't smoke for 3 days? Nothing happened actually, so he quitted smoke. So chance can be so strange and funny, but you have, in October you will have a chance to change something in your habits, in your daily routine, in your regime, anything like this. Also maybe something, you can change something in your health. But you will have this chance in October, so you can use it. It's a great card. Seventh house, it's partnership, long-term relationships. Here you have Tower, and it's for sure something unexpected. When a Tower happening, we feel like I don't know, it's like the end of the world. Sometimes we can feel like this 5 minutes, 1 day, 1 week, I don't know. But it's for sure something unexpected, and you will be surprised. And maybe this surprise will be not so nice. Of course, by the tower it can be divorce, but why it's so unexpected? Maybe someone was fighting, something has been going on, and then suddenly you maybe didn't expect this, that your wife or husband will tell, I'll divorce you. Maybe it's not happening, it's just something that we're saying. Page of Cups in reversed in the 8th house. It's house of our interaction with other people when it comes to money, finances, insurance, taxes. Also house of our sexuality. Here, when it comes to interaction with other people, Page of Cups in reversed, not so good person. I mean, he has bad traits, that he's too emotional, he's not thinking, he's feeling, and his feelings then can get or up high or down, low down there. So, not very good thing to have. For sexuality, for those of you, if because it's general, not all, everybody, if you have really a lack of self-esteem, like you need that someone will tell you something nice about yourself, especially if something bad is happening in your 7th house with your partner, because the Page of Cups, it's a person who needs to hear some good words about himself, because he needed to improve his self-esteem. He needed desperately. This is the traits of Page of Cups. So, but it's quite understandable. If something is happening, we all need some support, but it's easy to cheat him, because he needed so badly that even if you are not honest at telling him or her that, well, you are so wonderful, you are so beautiful, he ready to believe it. He doesn't care is it true or not, just believe in those things. 9th house, spirituality, and something to do with the foreigners and long distance travels. Here also, this is the channel where we're connecting to our spirit, our guides, who is in heaven. This is 5 of Pentacles. It's like we feel that we have been left here, freezing, starving, poor, I don't know, alone, anything like this, like poor me. A lot of self-pity. And by this card, it's the best thing to do, no matter what is happening around you, with you, in your life. Be thankful for what you have, because this is like it's a part of our spiritual growth to go through all, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have to go through those things. If we're talking about, because this is also impressions, what we're getting when we're going somewhere. If you will go somewhere in October, impressions can be, or you're going somewhere where people live much worse than you do, and you seeing how poor they are, how they are, I don't know, freezing, starving and all this stuff. Or you're going somewhere where you feel that, poor me, wow, they're so rich and I'm living in such a small flat, anything like that. So, but impressions are, because this is social, financial difference, loneliness in this card. We feel this difference. So don't think negatively, try to think positive. 10th house, Queen of Cups here. It's career and self-reputation, your reputation in the society. Queen of Cups, she very much, for her it's important what atmosphere, I mean emotional atmosphere around her. For her is very important. But for me, like I don't think that there will be any bad changes in your career. Because Queen of Cups, she's sitting there, she's always nervous a little bit about some small even things, she's so sensitive, but she's upright, so nothing is happening. Also, for those of you who are looking for the job, you can find a job because you have this great Ace of Pentacles in the 6th house. It's like your daily routine can change. You have a chance to change your daily routine, so you can find a job. And probably this job will be quite satisfying you emotionally. And as a reputation, of course, it's someone who looks very sensitive, empathic, I don't know how you call it, but who feels people, who understand people, who can listen, who hear you, who has a big heart. 4 of Swords in 11th house with the friends. Maybe they are busy, maybe you are busy, anything like this, because it's card of having a break actually. But sometimes we're forced to have a break. If I'm busy, I'm not seeing my girlfriends. Of course, it can be 4 of Swords. Or they are busy, something is going on in their life, and I'm busy with my stuff, so I'm also not seeing my friends so much. So it can be just like that. And as I told you, in the 12th house, this Ace of Cups, like your soul wants this blessing. You want to have it, maybe you need it, maybe if you feel not so good, if something really difficult happening in your life, you need this blessing, and they are always, you just have to be thankful for anything what is happening in your life. They all the time remember about us. They're working with us, but they're expecting that our soul will work as well. We have to remember it. And on the bottom of the deck you have 5 of Cups. As advice, if you feel really bad, don't be shy to show your emotions, to cry. I don't know, if you feel bad, you can show your feelings, and you don't have to play like strong person all the time. Also, if something is happening and you're really having some losses in your life this month, like you feel that for you it's something dear that leaving you, going away, you have to remember you have something. You have something, and you must pay attention. Instead of crying over the spilled milk, you have to pay attention to what is left. It can be anything: health, children, home that you have, wife, finances is all right, even if your wife left you. Anything what is happening, you must pay attention in the first place to what you have. Be grateful to the God and angels that they are still always with you in the good and the bad times. And also, if everything is so, like, you have to understand that after this, if you have difficult period, after all 5s, when we're going through those 5s, we're going through some kind of crisis. It can be difficult, it can be heavy, emotionally difficult, but you must remember that after that you will be stronger, you will be much more, you will have this wisdom, you will be more experienced, and probably you will never make those mistakes anymore if you did mistakes by yourself. Because even if someone is leaving us, for example, my husband leaving me, and I'm desperate, oh, dear God, what should I do? But then I have to understand that when I'll go and, for example, I can't change it. I don't know, it happened. He divorced me. After that, I'll understand what did I do wrong, where I was not right. Maybe I have been drinking, maybe I have been, I don't know, never I cooked for him dinner, anything like this. Then I'll be more wise woman. But I'll go through some difficulties. But it doesn't have to be so damaging. It has nothing to do. A little bit maybe shaky, but doesn't have to be so bad. So dear Virgos, I'm wishing you a great month of October. Please forgive me if I said something, I don't know, painful, wrong. I can be also mistaken. I'm wishing you a great month of October and hope to see you soon. Bye.